Welcome back to the cryptoworld channel, everyone. My name is Josh, and right now, this indicator is pointing towards a volatile move coming soon, while the price of Bitcoin is getting close to breaking from this triangle pattern, which I'll talk more about in just a moment, so definitely stick around. First of all, starting off on the 12-hour Bitcoin chart, taking a look at the Bollinger Bands indicator, because right now this indicator is squeezing, entering into a squeeze formation, which is basically a signal telling us that soon the price of Bitcoin is likely about to experience a volatile move. Because generally speaking, when this indicator squeezes together like this, that comes just before a volatile move in the price of Bitcoin. And this is, of course, happened time and time again throughout Bitcoin's history, but typically here on the 12-hour time frame, if we see a squeeze in this indicator, it can actually take a few days before eventually seeing that volatile move finally play out. And as of right now, obviously the Bollinger Bands here on the 12-hour time frame for Bitcoin are entering into the squeeze formation right now, which means in the coming days, maybe over the next 1 week or so, we will likely see increased volatility in the price of Bitcoin away from this sideways price action that we've seen over the last week or so. And now, if you're zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 4-hour Bitcoin chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of Bitcoin is still finding resistance at around 16.8 to 16.9K, which once again is the upper side of this range of resistance right here, which I've been talking about for a while now on this channel. But if the price of Bitcoin eventually confirms a break above 16.9K, then the next area of resistance that I'll be watching is sitting at around 17.3K to 17.4K. And as for support, we should have some short-term support at around 16.6K approximately, but below that, and we should have some more significant support down towards around 16.2K. And now, if you're looking at the 4-hour Bitcoin price oscillators, these are still showing almost no momentum in the imminent short term. For example, the 4-hour Bitcoin RSI is basically perfectly chopping around sideways around the neutral level in the middle of the overall RSI indicator. And at the same time, if you're looking at the histogram within the MACD indicator, right now this is extremely flat, basically at the 0 level, showing almost no momentum in the imminent short term, which means potentially over the coming day or so, we could still see mostly sideways price action. But remember, the more sideways price action we see here building up in the short term, the more likely that's just building up to another volatile move, as suggested by these Bollinger Bands right here. And now, if you're zooming into the even shorter term, this right here is the 2-hour Bitcoin chart. And as I've been talking about over the last couple of days, obviously we have a symmetrical triangle pattern on this chart with resistance at around 16.9K approximately and support at around 16.7K. And if you're measuring the amount of time left from where we are right now to the end of this triangle pattern, that's a little over 1 day from now, which means basically we have one more day before the price of Bitcoin will be forced to either break support or break resistance. And the moment that happens, the moment the price either breaks resistance or support, that would essentially confirm a bullish or bearish scenario and confirm the next technical price targets based on this pattern. And if you want to know what those technical price targets are, first of all, if we break that level of resistance that I just mentioned, then that would set up a technical price target at around 17.3K, which is right where this area of resistance is starting. But on the flip side, if we see a confirmed break below this level of support that I just mentioned, then that would set up a technical price target at around 16.3K, which is just above this range of support that I just mentioned earlier. And now getting into the Ethereum part of this video, this right here is the 4-hour ETH to US dollar chart. And right now, as of recording this video, the price of ETH is experiencing a rejection from this level of resistance. And in case you're new to this channel, this level of resistance is sitting at around 1220 to 1230, as I've been talking about for a while now on this channel. And as for some short-term support levels, we do have a bit of short-term support right here at around 1180 to 1190, but below that, and we have some more significant support down towards around 1150 to 1160. And as for resistance above 1230, we do have some resistance up here starting at around 1280 to 1290, going up towards the low 1.3k range. And if you're looking at the 4-hour Ethereum price oscillators, these are still looking very neutral as of right now, not showing a lot of momentum in the short term. But with that being said, if you're looking at the 4-hour Ethereum MACD, even though this is still showing very low momentum in the short term, it is technically showing slightly more bearish momentum right now compared to bullish momentum, and especially compared to the 4-hour Bitcoin MACD, which is showing basically no momentum at all, while the 4-hour Ethereum MACD is showing a little bit more bearish momentum, but still not a lot of bearish momentum. So this is pointing towards perhaps some slight bearish price action in the imminent short term, but I wouldn't exactly be expecting a significant bearish move like this until we start to see some more bearish signals and more bearish momentum show up. And now, if you're zooming into the shorter term, this right here is the 2-hour ETH to US dollar chart. And as I warned about in my last video, we are technically forming a rising wedge pattern, which is technically a bearish pattern, meaning that it's more likely to break to the downside than to the upside. And we've already confirmed around 3 to 4 different touch points along this line of resistance, and already confirmed 2 touch points along this line of support, which technically makes this pattern valid. But with that being said, the price target for the pattern only becomes valid if we see a confirmed break below this level of support, for example, which is currently sitting at almost exactly 1.2k. So we need to see a confirmed break below 1.2k in order to confirm the technical price target, which is basically at the bottom of this wedge, which is sitting at around 1160 to 1170. And so obviously, considering this is only a pattern on the 2-hour time frame, we're not looking at a significant move that would be visible on the weekly time frame, for example, but it's still a potential move that can play out if we confirm a break below this level of support. And obviously, for the traders out there, this is a potential move that does have the possibility to make money. And if you want to know how to actually profit big, even from a bearish move, then make sure to check out these videos popping up right here on your screen, especially the video in the top left of your screen, because that shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is going either up or down, and the video in the bottom left shows you how to make money in crypto if the price is chopping around sideways. But anyway, that's everything that I have to say for today. I really hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next video.